Many of the drawings are extremely old. They're very accurate. They come right from the Aztec or Mexica stonework carvings and from some of the early
cultures. Teach children what it means on these walls, what these walls mean. How many of you are willing to go learn them so that you can teach those children these ways?
And I also wanted to point out that the pictures were also in the Moorhead Parks and Rec Department. Must have been the summer of '02. Just the front. So
these are fairly recent.
Yes, that was Monday. There was 18 kids at the Monday class, and we have an opportunity of going to the migrant school and teaching Aztec Academy there. And there's a total of 60 kids that are being taught Aztec Academy. Spanish was not my first language. Don't ask me what it was because I don't know. I don't even know what indigenous roots are in me. So it's sad to say, but it's true that we don't know what indigenous background belongs to us. Today I asked the kids if they believed they were indigenous. They told me no, that they were Mexican. So it's sad to say that our roots, I believe so deeply in our roots have been chopped off, and little by little the rest of us is being chopped off. And I know kids are being born here in Fargo-Moorhead more and more, and they're already forgetting their second language, which is Spanish. And I find that so saddening that the one little piece of history that we do have is going to be torn down for one reason or another. I do believe that monies are always out there. Money comes and goes, and hopefully we could preserve the building. And thank you.
Has any more information in regard to what the city's plans are or what they've slated the building for? Does anybody have any knowledge of that?
What was said in the WDY interview was that it will be torn down and turned into a Frisbee golf course.
Okay. Do you have a request of this Human Rights Commission of some kind?
We would really like if you would consider endorsing the preservation of this landmark because it will, and we're not trying to, be controversial or confrontational, but it is really a lovely place. It's not very old. And as you can see in the pictures, many people are participating. I know that Moorhead State always brings its Chicano Studies class over every semester and has ever since this was made. So there are many people, and we had to stop using it when the city turned it into storage for lawnmowers. And so we have been unable to use it for classroom space for about the last 4 or 5 years. So we only had 2 years to use it as a facility where we could actually be teaching the children in the community, but we still bring them, even though we can't access the bathrooms and do actual classes right there. But I believe, and Moni, you can let me know if this is right. Do we want to request that the Human Rights Commission endorses preserving?
Yes,
well, you say what you want.
Yeah. I don't know how long you've been here. I didn't see you come in, but we showed the video and
Okay. Well, we are an advisory committee to the City Council, and that is one of our capacities. We'll probably have a discussion surrounding this issue. It doesn't necessarily need to happen now. Sometimes we do that at the end, but are there any questions from other council members regarding the mural?
What I wanted to speak to. I'm Carol Pearson, and I teach at NDSU, and some of the things I teach are an introduction to Chicano literature and civilization and culture, and that's probably the most, from my heart, the most important thing, and that is that whoever are the deciders, I ask that they do some research or have some access to information as far as the import to me of this artifact that I think has within the context of Mexican-American history, civil rights movement, 6 centuries of history and expression and voice, I think, resonate with this artifact. And I think unless you know that context, you won't, the deciders won't understand what they're deciding.
And I am prepared to move that the commission recommend a moratorium on any action on the building, pending all that work being done, if there are people that are willing to do that work.
I'll second that.
I wanted to ask a question of the group that's at least here today and has a great interest in this mural and the building that it's attached to. If per se the hypothetical is that the cost would be much more than $100,000 per se, would the group be comfortable with us making a motion to the city as well to have this space replaced in a different location? Is that something that the group would consider?
We'd have to take it back to the board, for sure, and see what they think, but I think there could be some possibility. I can't speak for the board.
Okay.
But we very much discuss it with them.
Then we'll probably hold on a motion for that as well, but I thought that in the event that we simply couldn't have anything in regard to saving the building, that at least a commitment from the city to provide more space for another mural might suffice in some way.
Another space for another mural to be done?
I think that'd be a good project for PEP to take on.
I'd have to talk to my board too. Okay, any further discussion? Seeing as there is none, motion carries. And I guess maybe you can be that deliverer of that information to City Council as the advisor.
I'll make sure that at your next meeting next month that you'll have information from the city concerning the condition of the building, our preliminary costs on taking it down. Maybe we can even get a contractor to, if it's an idea, to move it, and why the building hasn't been used. I'll also get a river level. I'm real curious to know where it sits within the floodplain. I'm not sure.
That's
And
a good point.
I am supposed to be someplace 4 minutes ago, but I
You
wanted
did
to stay
mention
for
that.
this. So.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Mayor.
Thank you,
Really
Mr. Mayor, for
appreciate
your
it.
attendance.
To save this mural in Moorhead. Good evening, everyone. A Moorhead Park that has repeatedly fallen into the hands of the flooding Red River may soon be home to a growing sport.
But an 8-year-old mural painted on a water-damaged building in the tennis park has many in the Hispanic community calling on the city to save the artwork. The story from WDAY 6 reporter Kevin Wallavant.
I don't really think the building is in bad shape.
To Monica Trevino, this is more than just a mural.
Representing strength.
The mural project in Moorhead's Riverfront Park is part of this area's Latino culture, featuring the role of elders, women, youth, and men.
I believe if you learn about other people's cultures, it brings down barriers, and that's what I think it represents.
8 years ago, 52 students painted this mural, a way to get rid of graffiti at the park.
Yeah, but this is the youth side, representing our future.
But now the building, which acts as its canvas, is in disrepair, flood damaged.
Now this place is left untouched.
And the city wants it down.
It needs a lot of work, not just from flood, just from age too. So.
While tennis has met its match on this property, an ever-growing sport in Fargo-Moorhead may actually find a new home here, disc golf.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like this mural project in the Fargo-Moorhead area. It's so bright and colorful and pretty.
The Latino community wants the murals to be somehow preserved, but the city and FEMA have said they don't have the money to repair the old building. Kevin Wallavant, WDAY 6 News.
Because the land has been shifting in the park because of flooding, the tennis courts have been unusable for the last 5 years.